Hello girls, Papa again, and I am back to talk to you about how the olive press and the two wolves, how does that all play together, and what helps you to make the right decisions in life. So you got me right up here in my office here and in Hilden with Kaijin in our building we call Q1. So what I did is I took advantage of this great whiteboard to try to illustrate what I'm talking about. So up here in our earlier video, we were talking about life decisions in the olive press. So I'm not an artist, so let's not even pretend that I drew anything on this board well, but it will serve our purposes in our conversation today. So we have life decisions, and they come upon us in a regular fashion. And the life decisions push, or situations actually, life situations and scenarios that we find ourselves in, they push down onto this olive press. And here we are, we're these little olives right in here, and we're right in between these two large stones, and we get squished. Then in the process of getting squished, oh, by the way, you don't have a choice. You're alive. You're on planet Earth. You are in an olive press. Everyone's getting squished. We've all felt it right now. And so life is an olive press. So it's not a question of if you're in it or you're not. You are in an olive press. And so you're getting squished. And this is happening every day. This can happen in small decisions and happen in big decisions. Most cases, it's small decisions, and it's the cumulative effect of a lot of small decisions. So you're getting squeezed regularly. Then you make a decision. Each decision, good decision, I become the oil. Bad, then you become the dregs, or the bits and the pieces at the bottom, and that gets thrown out. And this oil that gets drained off and put, as we saw, you get that gets put into a nice little olive oil bottle and sold off for great value. So obviously you want to become the oil. You don't want to become the dregs. So you need to make good decisions. Got it, right? So we're all in this olive press. We're all getting squeezed every day, numbers of times a day, if not 30, 40, 50 times a day, because it's many times even your thoughts. In most cases, it starts with your thoughts and what goes in your mind. Then we had the bad wolf scenario. It's another version of the olive press. So which wolf wins? It's the one that you're going to feed that big juicy steak to, right? That steak, which one am I going to feed it to? That's the wolf that's going to win. So it really comes down to your decision. And the same thing up here, my decision. But what am I going to become? Am I going to become the oil of the dregs? Am I going to feed the good wolf or the bad wolf? And what influences that decision? We're going to get there next. However, all of these decisions, from my oil press down to my wolves, they impact my character. Character is the foundation of who you are. It is we've all expressed it, and little kids are great at identifying, he's a baddie, he's a goodie. She's a baddie, she's a goodie. And it might be expressed like that, but little kids sense that. And that's definitely on the extreme, where there's a strong discomfort. And that is because over a time period, bad decisions were made in life, and they move themselves towards the worldly option right over here, right? Kept making bad decisions, and incrementally, they didn't jump there. Incrementally, they became worldly, or focused on worldly things, right? And even good people can be focused on worldly things. They're a really nice person. They give money and they donate to charities and things, but it doesn't mean that you're godly. And you can still be very much focused on worldly things, not heavenly things after this life. So then you come and you look at, oh, if I'm making the right decisions, now I'm moving myself over here to godly, right? I'm looking more like God. Now this scenario, this whole picture here is not for everyone else to see. It is not for you to show off or say, oh, look at me, I'm so pious and so godly, and I pray, and I'm Mr. or Mrs. Christian, you know? Nada. That's between you and God. That is it. This conversation means that you're making these decisions here and in here. That's between you and God, not between anyone else. At the end of our lives, that's where we'll be at. It'll just be between us and God. No one else is there, just us and God. So, what influences my decisions to become the oil or to feed the good or the bad wolf? Well, let's come over here and look at this nice purple line that we have here. And that is God, His Holy Spirit living in our lives. So what does that mean? In daily terms, okay, great, Papa, God, Holy Spirit, I understand them, but what does that mean for me in my daily life? Oh, let me tell you, that is time in the Bible, reading the Bible. That is time in prayer. That could be while you're driving, that could be while you're walking to school or in the bus, or that could be while you're preparing dog food for a dog, or just any mundane things. A prayer doesn't have to be some big solemn to-do. It can simply be 2 or 3 words whispered or thought. That's time in prayer. Worshiping God. Thanking Him, praising Him, you know, for nature. And for spring that's going to come, and for the winter and the rain that's watering the trees that they're going to need when it comes springtime. Song, okay, well, yeah, I'm not the best singer, but I definitely enjoy singing, and so song is an important part of it. Reading other books that orientate you towards good, right, towards that reflect God. And so it doesn't have to be a per se Christian book, but put good books, reading good things into your mind. And then my point, what goes in your mind matters. So garbage in, garbage out. Like what you eat matters in terms of your physical health. Your mind is no different. What you put in your mind matters in terms of your mental health. And in terms of, do you make good decisions or do you make bad decisions? So my takeaway out of all that, and I'm at 8 minutes on this video, and I'm sorry, but it was a lot to cover and kind of summarize. The takeaway on all that is, girls, I love you. I want you to make good decisions, and I want you to put good things in your mind to help you and guide you in making the right decisions in life. And 99% of the time, there's small decisions that you're making in life that when it comes time for the big decisions, you have a history of great small decisions that put you in the right place. So that is my thought for today. And I love you guys. And garbage in, garbage out. Put good things in your mind. And let it guide you to making good decisions. Love you.